Welcome back to another episode of GVTV, The Virtual Experience. I'm your host, Andrew O. Hopefully, Grizzlies, you had a wonderful Thanksgiving break. You know, we just have 2 more weeks left of school, so keep those grinds gearing. We got this. We're going to push through. We got a great show for you today, so stick around. So let's get started. Roll the opening. All right, Grizzlies, so welcome back. We have some fun announcements as well as some fun segments for you today. Before we do that, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now, seniors, if you have not yet ordered your senior stuff, like your caps and gowns, make sure to check the GV website under seniors for more information on how to order, or if you have not received an email from Jostens either. There will actually be a drive-through to pick up your stuff today from 1 to 3 p.m. at the school. Also, seniors, if you have not taken your photos by O'Connor Photography, make sure, because they are due today as well. You do not want to have your senior picture not in the yearbook, so make sure to do that. And speaking of the yearbook, if you want to be included in the yearbook, of course, COVID-19 is restricting a lot of the picture taking and the moments. So if you want to be a part of the yearbook, please email Mrs. Novine for more information or join the Google Classroom. The code is right here to participate. You don't want to miss out. And speaking of ways to participate, obviously, seniors, we lost a pretty important year of ours. You know, we can't go to HOCO or the dances or the football games. So I asked Mariah Garcia, our ASB senior class president, to have more information about what we can expect as seniors next semester. So let's take it over to her.
So for next semester, you know, we've been trying to, especially like, for example, like for HOCO, since it was supposed to be this semester, it's not that we're trying to, cancel every plan. It's hard to do, like, you know, like even small gatherings. So like, for like the events next year, like graduation and prom, that's still undecided since we can't even like 4 students, because there's 4 people on the senior team, we can't even get on campus to like paint the parking spots over. So as of right now, it's just really hard to see like what can happen, especially like with the rates going up in COVID. And the senior team is trying the best, like, to keep the seniors like involved in campuses, like in spirit days, in class competitions. So as of right now, we just have class competitions and stuff planned, but as far as like going with events like on campus or like just like small groups, like that's uncertain right now.
Got it. So obviously that's kind of a bummer, but you know, seniors, we still have things to look forward to. Like, so far ASB's been doing a lot of good stuff on social media. So what can we expect in terms of like social media engagement and those kinds of activities again?
ASB has been doing very well on like having class competitions or like just like social media things like spirit weeks to like be involved, where you like tag the ASB account and like your class account. And with that, like, just answering back to this question, like with the social media impact, we're trying to have class competitions to keep that engagement and keep like acting like you're at school, like when you dress up for spirit days and stuff like that.
And just one last thing before we go, you know, some seniors, just in case they don't know where to find these kinds of stuff, where can they like learn more about these activities? Or
well, so the seniors are making a lot of ads recently. If you follow the class accounts at GVHS 2021, and we do updates, like, if you guys don't know, December 4th is the last day to send in your senior portraits for the yearbook. To the yearbook account, you can DM them, email them, and as well as with that, we also have a page on the website. If you just like go to ASB and search up seniors, then it should pop up there, and not just like, you know, senior stuff and anything like that, but a lot of the time we'll make ads and stuff and like announcements on the senior Instagram page.
Thank you, Mariah. That was super helpful. Don't worry, Grizzlies, and seniors especially. We still have a lot of fun stuff planned for you next semester, just in case we don't go back to school. But until then, we're getting ready for the holiday season, so that's another win. Now, moving on, even though we're not on campus, safety is always a #1 priority, and GV has things like text-to-tip and ways to email the school just in case you feel unsafe around others or on campus. There's ways to report and just help the community become a better place. So the email and the number is right here for your reference. Also, Grizzlies, if you are in need of a worker's permit, the GV website under the news and announcements section has a link where you can find out more information on how you can get a work permit under virtual instruction. So that's really helpful, and check it out. Now, Grizzlies, to end off our show on a positive note, our very own Octavio Guerrero has a What's Your Story on one of our GVTV members, Rosita. So let's take it over to them.
Good morning, Grizzlies. Recently, we've had the wonderful opportunity in spotlighting our very own Rosita Genero and what it means to be Argentine American in the US today. Rosita, what's your story?
Hi, I'm Rosita Genero, and this is my story. So one day, my parents decided to make a drastic change and move from their home country, Argentina, to the US, where I was born. A few months after my arrival, they decided to move to Canada. I was raised there for 8 years. In 2012, they decided to get on a trailer and move to California, which we ended up living in for around 4 years. When we moved to California, it was, well, let's say it was a journey. I was raised in Quebec, the French portion of Canada, by Latino parents. So you can only imagine the journey of trying to learn English as a bilingual French-Spanish speaking 3rd grader. One of the advantages of this journey is being able to see the life in 2 different countries, in Canada and in the US. They vary greatly, but they have both their upsides and their downsides. Because the entirety of our family lives in Argentina, I was blessed to be able to visit almost every single year. I think my perspective of the world is greatly impacted by the amount that I travel, which is a blessing because I get to travel to Argentina a lot, and I get to see my family, and I get to see where my parents are from and my origins. I think having this life is an advantage because I get to have my own point of view of life as everyone else does. I think that my point of view has been very nice. All in all, I've had an amazing life. I've always had a great group of friends to help me through everything, and I learned English, so I'm okay.
Now on to club news. Grizzlies, if you want to join Circle of Friends, specifically, they are starting their new virtual circles, so make sure to check out the Golden Valley website to find more information on how you can participate. And before we end off the show, a very big shout out to our Model UN team at GV. They actually went to the UCLA competition this past weekend, and our very own Nicole Nguyen and Christina actually won honorable mention for their performances at the competition, so huge congratulations to them. Make sure to give them a shout out, Grizzlies, when you do see them. And Grizzlies, we actually have a surprise for you. Obviously, since we're not on campus, we can't do the very traditional Tuesday trivia. So we decided to come up with a compromise and have a Tuesday trivia virtual edition through this show. So right now, get ready, prepare your emails. The first person who emails Mrs. Devera right now at ddevera@gmail.com will win and receive a shout out on next week's show. So this week's question is, what ceremonial Christmas tree is displayed in Midtown Manhattan, New York? Once again, what ceremonial Christmas tree is displayed in Midtown Manhattan, New York? Email your answers to ddevera, and the winner will be announced on next week's show. Now, unfortunately, Grizzlies, we have just reached the end of our show. For the entire crew of GVTV, I'm Andrew O, your host. Hopefully, we'll see you back here next week for the final show of 2020. It's going to be crazy. We got the holidays coming up, so there's a lot to look forward to. But until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and of course, as they say in John Green's hometown, don't forget to be awesome.